Guys, this is my fifth weekly com. Today is the Saturday, the 19th of April, and we're coming to the week of the 21st to the 25th. So, recently we've had a lot of bank holidays that will be coming up. As you can see, last week on the Friday, we had the Euro and GBP bank holiday, and on the Monday, we have the same Euro and GBP bank holidays. And on the Friday, we have a Euro bank holiday as well. So, the Monday, I'll likely skip because I skipped the Friday as well. As you could see how price was moving, you don't really want to be trading in those conditions. On the Tuesday, we have no news. Wednesday, we have the PMI. This is where I expect the expansion to start happening. On the Thursday, we have unemployment claims for the USD. And on the Friday, we have one of the 4 GBP news in the morning, and then just CAD and franc. But I don't usually look to trade those, as I don't trade those pairs. Okay, so next week expansion should start from the Wednesday going onwards. So if we look at the chart, as you can see on the daily, the Friday candle wasn't printed. So what I expect to happen is a gap. And if we take a look at Euro, how did Euro trade on a Friday? If we see here, opened, traded higher. So what I'm expecting for when the markets open in a few hours, it's in 4 hours that the market's open, I'm pretty sure. So what I'll be expecting is for the weekly to be swept into this week. If we take a look here, yeah. So what I'll be expecting is a large gap sweeping this low, and this would make sense as on the Euro we have this 6-month high, on the GBP we have this 3-month high. So until these are taken, I'll also be looking DXY shorts. But on the DXY we don't have any lower targets. If we look, 3-month already swept, etc. So what do I expect to happen? On the Monday, with the gap taking this low, preferably, I'll be expecting something like this. If I draw, creating the gap here, and hopefully closing inside this. As you can see, we have this daily candle that we've been just trading inside of. So something like this towards this gap is what I'll be expecting for this week. An open, low, high close. Once the targets have been taken on the Euro and the GBP. But what also could happen is, because we're in the last quarter, once DXY takes the weekly, we can look for something like this to fail, restart a new range, and then starting to go higher in a different week. But we'll see how the ranges are opening and closing. So hopefully on the daily, once we sweep this low, we can close inside and start making our way up to this gap we have left behind. If I can draw it first. Yeah, so an open, low, high close towards this. As we can see, the previous weekly, this close inside didn't take any low or high. We can see the same on the Euro. And on GBP, we just kept going higher and higher and higher. So I'll be looking for shorts until this, and then looking for a close inside and then higher prices. As you can see, we had this 8-hour range as well for the week, which we can see here. This to this. is the 8-hour range that I was looking to trade this week. But as you can see, we have had choppy price action, and we did have a FOMC on the Wednesday. So with the gap, once this is taken, as we restarted it, we can look for higher prices. What else can I cover? If we go, Euro GBP, as you can see this week, if we look at a euro, you can just see it's been quite choppy. Still tradable, but some days it was a better choice to trade GBP. As for me, I usually only look at the DXY and then trade whichever pair is more bullish or bearish, depending on the direction I look to trade. So if we look at euro, you can see on the daily, lower, higher, lower, higher. That's all you see, just consolidating. But then if we look at the GBP, from the Monday opening here, from the Sunday open towards the end of the week, continuous bullish. And we could have predicted that if we looked at the Euro GBP, which I like to look at when I'm not sure which pair is better to trade. So if we see from Sunday, we started a range aiming at this low. So Euro would be better for shorts and GBP would be better for longs here. Once this range was created, we did create a gap here. And you can see here on the Wednesday, Euro was better for longs. As you can see, we opened below. We probably created another range. If we, 12 hour, you can see create a range. And when New York opened, you can see this target still hasn't been met. And we still had the gap. So Euro would be better for longs here. And if we look at Euro, the 12 AM, on the Wednesday. Yep. If you can see, Euro was bearish and G was bullish. I mean, Euro was bullish, G was bearish, sorry. So you can just use that for the DXY if you're only looking at it. As you can see on the DXY, it wasn't a clean week either. So Euro GBP is something I really like to use every time. As you can see, even on the Thursday, I made a mistake, as on the Euro, I looked for longs and I got stopped out break even though the longs played through. If you look at Thursday, yep, my entry was here. But you can see I was targeting, I think, this high or something. And then just comes back, New York stops me out and then starts to go higher. But if we look at GU on the Thursday, yeah, it would have been just cleaner to just target these highs and save the mental capital. So for next week, an open low high close for me, unless this daily gets disrespected and we close below. Let's say we close bearish here, then I'll just keep looking for lower prices until we restart to go higher. As after such a large move on the DXY lower, that's what I expect to happen. You can see the 3 previous months we've just been trading lower, so I'll be expecting a retracement now, especially if you look at the weekly as well. It's just continuous lower, no retracements. So I think this will be it for this weekly com. Yep, I hope you have a good trading week.